I'm Lenn Woolston, sci-fi fantasy writer, blogger, and nerd, and today I'm doing a very fun writing tag. I was tagged by Holly Davis to do the fall writing tag that was created by Alexandra Roselyn, and I will be sure to link both their videos down below so you can check theirs out. Alright, question 1. Crunching leaves. The perfect sound. What do you like listening to while writing? I've mentioned this in previous videos, but usually when I'm writing a story, because I'm a crazy outliner, I have actually a playlist that I create, and it usually has to do with like what's going on in each chapter. So I try to like pick a song for each chapter so that I have this playlist. But if I'm just like kind of just writing just random things, you know, like either like journal entries or stuff from my blog or, you know, something like that, or if I'm editing and I'm not really trying to focus and get in the zone with like the character and just trying to do line edits, then I definitely gravitate towards like Lindsay Sterling, who I love, or I will also listen to just like chill hop. Question number 2, hot bubbling cider. What's your favorite thing to eat or drink while writing? I have to have my tea. I pretty much always am drinking tea throughout the day. But if I'm writing and I find that I'm stuck, then I tend to have a glass of wine or beer or some whiskey because it kind of just helps me with a creative flow. It's that whole write drunk, edit sober mentality. Seems to work for me. Question number 3, bonfires, the perfect night. Name your perfect writing conditions or your perfect writing night. I can say that since it's fall, my favorite is to write by fire. So because now it's finally cold, I can have a fire in my fireplace, or I can go outside and have like a small bonfire, and like I absolutely love that. I find that it's just very relaxing just having the crackling fire there. Also being alone, which is something that is extremely rare. So when I get those opportune times where I can just like be alone and free of distractions, then that's where I find that my writing shines the most. Question 4, pumpkin spice latte, something you used to like but now don't. I don't know if this is necessarily like has to do with writing, but something that is just, I think, really weird for people to hear about me is that when I was a kid, like very young, like we're talking like 5 years old, I used to love scrambled eggs. Like I would eat that for breakfast, but I don't know when it started, but like now I cannot stand eggs. Like, and I don't eat them at all. Of course, I can bake with them, but like just eating eggs in any form, I can't do, and I've tried it multiple times, and so that's just something like I just don't eat anymore. Number 5, Halloween, my favorite holiday. That is an awesome holiday. Your favorite part of writing a novel. I really like the brainstorming and outlining. Like I love coming up with these amazing concepts and like seeing them in my head and everything, and just that creation and that creativity part of it is phenomenal, and I really like that. But I will say that it's a really hard toss-up with actually writing the end. That I think is like the best high a writer can ever experience, is writing the end. Even though it's not really the end, but being able to write that and have like a completed draft is amazing. Number 6, monsters and goblins. What terrifies you most while writing or drafting a novel? Actually getting other people to read it and hearing their opinions. That terrifies me because whenever I send my work to my CPs and to my beta readers, or even having my husband read it, I'm always like anxious and feeling like it's just not good enough. Nobody's gonna like it. And then I have like all this doubt and everything, so I have this tendency to just like keep it to myself, and I'm trying really hard to be more open about my writing. But yeah, having other people's opinions about your work, about something that you love so much, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. Question number 7, Hay Rides, a bumpy ride. What do you do to get over a writer's block or get inspired? I often find that my times where like I'm able to have like really open thoughts about plot or maybe character development happens either while I'm taking a shower, of all things, or if I'm going on a ride, like if I'm driving somewhere. And I'm really blessed that I live in the mountains, and so like I have like this beautiful scenery that I get to drive through. And I just find like doing these kinds of tasks, like it just makes me be able to think more clearly, which I know sounds kind of funny, but I find that that is where I've had like these major like aha moments, either taking a shower or taking a drive. Question number 8, haunted houses, world building. What are some tips you have on crafting the perfect world? That's really hard to say because it really depends on the story you're trying to tell, because especially if you're doing a dystopian kind of world and story, it's not going to be perfect. Like there are going to be a lot of flaws, hence it being a dystopian novel. But when it comes to world building, I think the biggest thing that I can just give as advice is being able to immerse yourself as a character in your own story. Be able to pick out like not only like what you're seeing, but like what is going on in that world that maybe you don't see in just what the character sees. So things like talking about like the religion or, you know, the politics, and then also, you know, different aspects where you can kind of get a glimpse of, okay, that is kind of like reality, but then like you're taken to somewhere that's not reality. Obviously, this is very specific to like fantasy and sci-fi, but like I really think that going beyond just what the character sees will be able to expound on kind of the world that they're living in. That was a super long answer and a huge tangent. Sorry about that. Hope it helps. Question 9, pumpkins. It all starts with a pumpkin. Do your story ideas start with characters, plots, setting, or something else? I would say that most of my stories do center around a character that I've been thinking about, and then I will have like kind of like just like a little blurb of like, what if this character did this? And then the story goes on from there. But I really try to pick like my main character and just be able to either project like something of me that I wish I was onto a character, or it's a character of somebody else that I know in real life and something that I've seen as an outsider and trying to put their story up at the forefront. Question 10, ghost stories. Share a spooky writing prompt. Okay guys, you ready for this? Here it is. You're all set to draft that perfect novel. Your mug is filled to the brim with your hot beverage, your computer is all ready, and all that's waiting is for you to write the words. But then, the power goes out and your internet is gone. Dun dun dun! Feel up to writing a story on that? Share it in the comment section below, because I'd love to see what would happen to you or a character if that were to happen to them. Alright, that wraps up that tag. I'm going to go ahead and tag a couple people to do this tag. So first I'm going to tag Elysia, Lumen, Strife, and I'm also going to be tagging Savannah, Goines, and I will also link their channels down below so you can check out those wonderful ladies. But I am also tagging you. Get on this tag because it's a fun one. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, because that lets me know that you like when I do these writing tags, and I will do more of them. If this is your first time here, thanks for checking out my channel. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out so you don't miss any of my writing videos. And with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and until next video, bye! Hi there, I'm Lenn Woolston, sci-fi, of course tea. Like, I can't underestimate how much I love tea. Like, I've mentioned this previously, and it will never get old. What am I saying? Question 9, pumpkins. It all starts with a pumpkin. Question number 4, pumpkin. I had a hair in my mouth.